Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. NEO added another 2 battery swap stations today in China, getting ready for our build out for the ramp up that's coming, the massive ramp up that's coming with Onvo, with Firefly, with all of our other brands, but with our premium brands going to be in the NT 3.0 platform next year, and also with all of our partnerships that agreed they're going to start building battery swap models next year. We're getting ready for the ramp up. So we have 2,742 swap stations now, and currently 58,959,769 swaps. Whilst this is happening, I found an article that was amazing, truly amazing, that paints the picture of as to why we are on the right ship when it comes to investing into China, but more so into the electric EV industry, to the electric vehicle industry. And this article will bring to light and put into perspective, and to give some of you guys who are still panicking now that the share price is down and we reached that pivotal point, that inflection point of where we're going to start skyrocketing forward. So we reached that ultimate low where people are, this is where you separate the wheat from the shaft. The people who are true investor minded will continue to buy at these prices, these dirt cheap prices, like going to Macy's and seeing that Armani shirt on sale and you get excited. It's the same way. And the difference with the Armani shirt, it will depreciate and lose value, but your NEO shares in the next 3 years will make you millionaires. So the story behind China's rise to becoming the world's largest car exporter. In 2022, the country exported 1.7 million electric cars in 2022. That is more than what America sells in 1 year in America in terms of electric vehicles. I believe it's 1.4 million right now. And that's just what China exported in 2022, nearly 50% more than Germany. Between 2023 and 2013, then Premier Wang Jiabao made EVs a national priority back in 2013. Between 2003 to 2013, that's how long China has been working on this, guys. They made it a priority. BYD's EV costs 30% less to produce than comparable models from Western automakers. China has transformed into the world's largest car producer and exporter, surpassing traditional automotive powerhouses like Germany and Japan, and this is set to continue to grow. This is how you know if you're in the right industry investing. To grow your money, you must have vision. To grow your money within the next 5 years or so. China has transformed into the world's largest car producer and exporter. You heard that right. Surpassing traditional automotive powerhouses like Germany and Japan. Because traditionally Japan was the leader. And it says this remarkable rise has been driven by massive government investment, a booming domestic market, and a relentless focus, this is the key, a relentless focus on innovation, research and development. NEO spends more than anyone else in the EV industry on research and development. That's why we are the premium EV brand of the world, not just China. We are the premium EV brand, the most advanced electric vehicles in the world, the most luxurious advanced electric vehicles in the world is NEO, because it's a computer on wheels, and I've spoke about that many times. China's domestic market is the world's largest for cars. Listen to that again. China's domestic market is the world's largest for cars, nearly as big as the American and European markets combined. This is why I said we're going to be profitable in China, especially with the sub-brands coming out next year. We're going to devastate and dominate. This is why the CEO said by 2026 profitability. By 2027, I am saying millionaires will be created. This immense demand prompted automakers to ramp up production. supported by state-of-the-art automation and robust government backing. NEO has the most robotic automated manufacturing facility in the world, even with humanoid robots in our factories. Yet, as the Chinese economy slowed and consumer spending declined, domestic sales struggled to keep pace with the country's ballooning productivity capacity. That's how much they're ramping up and pumping out. Currently, China has the infrastructure to produce nearly double the number of cars its consumers demand. To manage this surplus, Chinese automakers have increasingly shifted their focus to international markets, exporting vehicles at an unprecedented scale. China has emerged as the undisputed leader in the electric vehicle revolution. The undisputed leader. In 2022, the country exported 1.7 million electric cars, nearly 50% more than Germany, and the second largest EV exporter. Brands like BYD and NEO are becoming household names globally, offering cutting-edge EVs at competitive prices. Europe is the top destination for Chinese EVs, where compact models align with consumer preferences and environmental regulations. Southeast Asia, like Malaysia, the powerhouse Malaysia and all these, another key market is drawn to the affordability of Chinese EVs. Additionally, plug-in hybrids which combine gasoline engines with electric motors are gaining traction in regions lacking extensive charging infrastructure. China's dominance in EVs, electric vehicles, is the result of a long-term strategy. It took them years. They did not look at the short term. Just like us as investors, we must always look at the long term if you want to make money in the stock market. This was a long road for them. Over the past 15 years, the Chinese government has invested heavily in the development of EV, electric vehicle technology over the past 15 years, while us here in America and the West were just satisfied with the gas guzzlers and just kept making them. It says reducing reliance on imported oil and fostering domestic innovation. Between 2003 and 2013, the Premier Wen Jiabo made EVs national priority. He appointed Wan, a former Audi engineer, as the Minister of Science and Technology, granting him vast resources to propel China to the forefront of EV development, of electric development. These efforts have paid off. And today, half of Chinese car buyers for battery, electric, or plug-in hybrids. They opt for either battery or plug-in hybrids instead of gas cars. Until recently, these purchases were incentivized with generous government subsidies. Automakers have also benefited from low-interest loans, tax breaks, and access to affordable land and energy. So this is another big problem here in the West, where we see that real estate is unaffordable, the taxes are through the roof. It's not an environment that's conclusive for growth and development. Perhaps that will change with the orange lion in office now. When it comes to businesses, we know he favors businesses and helping to create jobs. The scale of government support has not gone unnoticed. The European Union recently introduced anti-subsidy tariffs, pooping in their pants, of course, to counter what it views as unfair advantages, reflecting concerns about China's overwhelming lead in the EV sector. So this is why China has retaliated and said they're going to put tariffs also on their pork, European pork, dairy, liquor coming from France, etc., etc. So now they quickly rush back to the table to negotiate, and there's ongoing negotiations right now as we speak. Managing the gasoline car surplus, what is China doing about that? It says, well, while EV exports capture headlines, traditional gasoline-powered cars remain a significant part of China's automotive exports. As Chinese consumers rapidly transition into EVs, demand for gasoline cars have plummeted, leaving manufacturers scrambling to offload surplus inventory overseas. So they're trying to get rid of the surplus while they transition completely into the electric vehicles like Norway has done. Russia has emerged as a major market for these vehicles, with sales surging after Western automakers exited following the Ukrainian conflict. Middle and lower income countries in Latin America and the Middle East have also embraced Chinese gasoline cars drawn by their affordability and superior technology. China's capacity to produce internal combustion engines vehicle exceeds 40 million units annually, more than twice the domestic demand. The result has been shuttering of some assembly plants, while others continue operations by exporting cars at steep discounts, while others transition completely away into EVs. This approach has allowed Chinese automakers to maintain production levels and avoid extensive factory closures, even as the domestic market shifts towards electric mobility. So not all countries are imposing tariffs as well. As we know, Azerbaijan, the BRICS nations that we're getting to roll out to. And that just brings me to another point before I go on. I want you guys to keep your eyes on a company called Costco, not the American Costco. I spoke about this company before. It's COSCO. It's the fourth largest Chinese shipping company in the world. They pay a very high dividend, and I expect this company to grow into a massive monster, even bigger in the coming years with the BRICS nations and alliances. No one is going to stop BRICS. No one, not even the Orange Lion. Remember, I said that. Tariffs and global resistance. Can China be slowed? The article says. China's aggressive push into global automotive markets has not gone unchallenged. Governments worldwide, from the United States to the European Union and beyond, have implemented tariffs to protect their domestic industries. These tariffs take various forms. The United States applies a flat tax on imported Chinese vehicles, while the European Union imposes duties based on the estimated subsidies Chinese automakers receive. Countries like India and Brazil have also introduced some protective measures to shield their local manufacturers from Chinese competition, but not as much as the Europeans and the Americans. Despite these barriers, analysts believe that tariffs alone may not be enough to stem China's dominance. China's automakers have significant cost advantages, particularly in the EV segment. But why is that? A study by UBS, who just gave us a big upgrade on Friday, found that BYD's EV costs 30% less to produce than comparable models from Western automakers. But this is why. Much of this cost efficiency stems from China's control over the EV battery supply chain and raw material supply chain. China knew that this was coming, so they cornered the market and bought it up, which gives its manufacturers a significant edge. But why is that a bad thing when countries all over the world can get an affordable EV? Like here in America, the economy is devastated. We're over 36 trillion in debt, and it keeps growing. And wouldn't it be great to have a Chinese EV here that's affordable? I think so, with superior technology. The road ahead sustained dominance in global markets. China's ability to dominate the global car industry lies in its unique combination of government support, innovation, and strategic investment, which is what NIO is doing. While tariffs and geopolitical tensions pose challenges, they are unlikely to derail China's momentum. As the global automotive landscape shifts towards electric mobility, China's early and sustained investment in EV technology ensures its continued leadership. So a lot of people always talk about NIO spending too much on research and development. Well, this is what is going to ensure that we dominate. Whilst all of the other Humpty Dumptys fall off the wall and had a great fall, NIO will continue to rise. Simultaneously, its ability to offload excess gasoline-powered cars to international markets highlight the adaptability of Chinese automakers. The road ahead for the global auto industry will likely be shaped by China dual strategy, pushing the boundaries of EV technology while leveraging its existing capacity to maintain a strong presence in traditional car markets. For now, the world's automakers will need to contend with a formidable competitor, which is China, that shows no sign of slowing down. So I hope this video and this article paints a picture as to where you should invest. And I hope you guys found this video to be informational. inspirational and motivational on a Saturday. I know it was a little long, but I felt like this was very, very informational. If this video did that for you guys, do not forget to hit that thumbs up because it takes a lot of time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so because in this channel, we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up. And as to how the game is played in Wall Street, and like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.